Welcome to Louise Hay. You can heal your life. We have just finished chapter 9, and this is the chapter 9 recap. We've come a long way in these chapters. From being mindful of our thoughts and understanding how they shape our experiences and our connection to the world around us. Identifying where these ideas and thought patterns come from, who they came from, understanding their life and maybe why they haven't healed from whatever it is that hurt them. Holding compassion for them and ourselves. Seeing our state of being and where we are in life and our thoughts that we have adopted that may no longer serve us. We volunteer and open ourselves to be willing to change and say these patterns and loops and repeating experiences in my life no longer serve the growth and aim that I want to go to. And we may find resistance that we may doubt ourselves to try to stay in the patterns that we have been familiar with. But we push on through anyway. We don't listen to those naysayer thoughts. And then we might find that the universe plays a kind of unusual trick that when we start making changes for prosperity, we may lose our job. When we aspire for better relationships, we may find ourselves in arguments. The things in which we have found ourselves facing that has been keeping us in these loops of lack will be challenged, and we push on through anyway. And then we are ready to let go. An old chapter of our life that we were stuck in. As our patterns start to change, and our way of thinking is no longer there, we start to become anew. And that means the way we have seen the world and related to the world before us is that of the past. We must lay it to rest and let it pass because we are new. And that means the resentment, the guilt, the pains, the wrongdoing and the wrongdoers are not going into this new future. Is not part of this new version of you with these new patterns and connections and relations to life. We let that all go. We forgive our family, we forgive our friends because they too at one time were a child. And they adopted beliefs that chained them to a lifestyle they never wanted. But for one reason or another, they carried it forward. They couldn't let it go or get by it. And you are the one who breaks the cycle. And the generation after you will never suffer those same pains that has plagued your ancestors. Finally, we're able to move on and connect to new people. We can trust again. We can love again. We can prosper again. We can love again, as we did in our years of youth, in our young. We can love life and see it in all. As we expand and we reach out and we connect to new people, we start to make new connections. We start building a new lifestyle, a new culture. We speak affirmations. So much of our life we can go day on with multiple different things of negative things to say about ourselves and the world around us over and over again. So we take that same wonderful skill and we turn it into a positive. We look and we think and we change the lack, the shoulds to coulds, and we become a positive force in our life. And we speak presently. And then we start to build our lifestyle around that. We look at our life on multiple levels. Physically, we start eating better, exercising more, and nourishing our body physically. Emotionally, we feel the positivity. We imagine the things that will bring us joy. We imagine the things that will lift our spirits. And mentally, we affirm that it is already here. We wake up and we say, I have a great day ahead of me, and everything is going to work out just fine. We practice this. We build on this. We get momentum on this. We put positivity into ourselves, into our intentions, and into the world around us. And it will grow in that way. So here we are on chapter 10. We'll get into that in the next video. This, when it comes to the spiritual and energy work, this is the spiritual trainer. This is the spiritual coach. When it comes to energy work, I consider this book a fundamental and foundational aspect to spiritual healing. Yes, you can book a Reiki session with me. Yes, I'm going to do energy scans and such. And we'll see what comes to the surface. But just like a physical trainer trains the client, they are earning their strength. And when it comes to any other kind of healing, including spiritual, we have to take responsibility for our life and do the healing ourselves. The holistic service providers are only there to help hold the space, bring these things to the surface, and maybe perhaps guide in your own personal alchemicalization. Thank you for joining me today for the recap of chapter 9. I will see you in chapter 10 for relationships. Till next time.